welcome once again, folks, to the garage. You guys out there in YouTube land, thanks for following along and enjoying the videos. I do appreciate your support. Now, in this episode, I've got a bit of an appeal, really, on behalf of Russel Lord. So that's why I'm wearing his top here. His channel has been hacked. He's very popular on Facebook. Over 100,000 followers on there, and lots of people enjoy what he did. But I'll put a couple of clips up, like, you know, you may remember him. I've spoke about him before in the past, where he built the Mark II Escort out of precious metals and jewels and auctioned it off for over £70,000, if I remember correctly, and donated all that money to a charity. Now, it's a charity that he's particularly fond of called SNAP. And I'll put this up properly on the screen so you can see it properly. And it is for special needs and parents. And that's what SNAP stands for. And he wants to, he likes to support that charity because it's something personal to him and to his heart. Now, because he's lost so many followers because his account's been hacked, he's now struggling a little bit with his accounts. So he's trying to push his YouTube account. So it's a Lord of London YouTube account. I'll put a description up or something down here to say how to find it. And look for what he does. The work he does is exquisite. He's a jeweler by trade, but he also has a passion for old Fords. So he's made a Mark I and a Mark II Escort out of precious metals and diamonds and jewels and stuff, thousands of pounds worth of effort into it, all for this charity. And the latest endeavour he's got, he's starting to try and build in bits and bobs to make Mark I Escorts that little bit better. So what he sent me to show you guys is very, very nice. It's a billet CNC machined and hand finished. He's finished these by his own hands, and they are for the gator, handbrake gator, which usually has this nasty little pressed metal effort, which, as you can see with mine, which is typical of them, they go out of shape and they bend and they look awful. So you can spend hours getting this back straight, and as soon as you put a screw through it, it mullers up. So that fits around the handbrake gator like so, and looks the business. Get mine in there, and look at that, so much nicer. My gator is all split and these aren't available new, or I certainly haven't found any. So in this episode I'm going to have a go at repairing this one. So it's given me motivation to crack on with this. I've already given this a good wash and a clean up. So, and some super glue should repair the rubber really nice, because that's what that's for. Packet of super glue there from eBay. But the point of this is to show off these bezels he's made, and they are absolutely stunning. The attention to detail is spot on. Look at that, look how beautiful that is, and everything lines up perfectly as well. If you mirror that onto there, all the screw holes perfectly match up, so there's no worries about them not working or having to do extra work on them. Now, he's selling these. I'll put the price down there because I can't remember off the top of my head exactly how much he said, but they're not cheap, I'll tell you that. But they are beautiful, exquisite quality. If you was to send this, if you was to have this the CNC machined privately, it would cost well in excess of that. And my lights have just gone out. Well, that's good, isn't it? But I'd say it's worth every penny, and all of the money, all the profit is going to charity. It's going to this SNAP charity. So Russell's making these because he loves the charity. He's not making them for profit. And so I would encourage you to donate to the charity as well as buy these. So put your money into buying one of these, because they really will make your Escort look a lot nicer, and it's a nice solid part, a nice beautiful part. But add to the charity, help the guy out. And it's motivated me to give that a coat of paint as well. So what I'm going to do next is see if I can restore my rubber gator for the handbrake. It's got to be possible. It's pretty mullered, so we'll give it a try. Right, so you can see the split along there. The good news is nothing's actually missing, so they are just splits. Nothing's sort of torn out or worn away. So I should hopefully be able to do something like that. Super glue and rubber usually works quite well together. So let's give it a whirl. Got me super Zingu glue. Looks like super top quality. Should be fantastic. And so many tubs of it for £3.50. It must be fantastic quality. Lack of a nozzle, is it really? Oh, there you are. Aha. See if I can end up with super gluing my fingers together. That'll make good content. Right, I shall do my best to keep this in camera shot, because I'm going to be focusing on getting this right. Hopefully you can see that clearly enough. Get the lighting a bit better. There we go. Is there any glue in there? May have put a packet of empties. That's why they're cheap. There's no glue in them. Oh, there we go. It's coming out. Right, at last. Alright then, what should we do with this? Try a little bit at a time, I think. I don't think this is very good super glue. It's not even sticking my fingers together. Super glue doesn't work in fingers. Okay, maybe I should actually go out and buy some actual super glue. Look at that. That's not working. Okay, if you see this super extra cert bond super glue, don't buy it. It's rubbish. I've been for a rummage around the house and I found my daughter's nail glue. How to get in their bad books. I'm going to lose dad points for this. Let's give this a whirl. Because nail glue is basically super glue. Look, see? Ethyl cyanacrylate, which is super glue. Okay, let's try again. Can we super glue this together? Well, yes, this may possibly be no. Is that one's? It's got to be possible. Okay, so nail glue isn't the answer either. I may actually have to go and spend some proper money on some proper super glue. It's disappointing. Oh, something's happening. Yeah, okay. Nail glue isn't the answer either. And in reality, it's probably a stupid idea because it probably won't be flexible enough. I have to look see if I can get some proper rubber glue. It must be possible to glue it back together because You could get those gluable, what do you call it, CV boots, which I'm ashamed to say I've actually used in the past. And they did work, sort of. And this isn't going to have anything like the hassle a CV boot goes through, so you know, each surface is nice and clean. I've been careful to clean them up. So, okay, we shall revisit that. I've been to B&Q and bought some mitre bond, which is basically 2-part super glue. And it does say on the back for wood, metals, most plastics and rubber. So let's give this a whirl. Something's got to work. Alright, let's give this a clean up first and then start again. Let's try with this one first. See, it's not even bonding at all, it's just peeling off. I think I'm less likely to stick my fingers together with that as well, which should be a bonus. If I haven't got too much rubbish on here from my previous attempts. Okie dokie, so a basic idea, and I've had a little practice with this, with some offcuts of the thing, and it seemed to work quite well. And all I did was put the glue on it, then spray the activator on it afterwards. So let's give it a go. I'm not going to worry too much about how messy it is, because I can always clean that up after the event. I'm going to intend to sort of paint it anyway. Yeah, try and do this so you can see what I'm doing. I suppose a case of just lining that up and then spraying it. Keeping it lined up is going to be the challenge. Right, the moment of truth, because it's supposed to be super fast activating, 10 seconds sort of thing. Smells like carb cleaner. Oh, there we go. I think we have a winner. Lovely. Please clean that up and sort that out later on. Okay. Let's see if we can sort out this bit. Now, what I'm thinking now with this bit, I might be able to do it a little bit piecemeal. Yeah, pleased with that. That's flexible as well, so that's good. Marvellous. Loves it when it works. Okie dokie. Let's try a little bit at a time so we don't get too far ahead of ourselves with it. I need 3 hands. I need 2 to hold it together and 1 to spray the goop. This is going to be a challenge. This stuff's amazing, fair play. Ooh, have the camera shot. Move you down a bit so I'm not losing you guys. I wonder, do we really need to go for both sides at the same time? Or just spread the glue across? Yep, stuck my fingers to it. Okay, that activator works really fast. Mrs. Dave is out there. I might employ her now. So Mrs. Dave has come to be the third hand. So the idea is I put this glue in along these areas. You arm yourself with that. And I hold that together like so. Right, spray it just a little bit on that bit there. That's it. Lovely. 3 hands are better than 2. Look at that. Marvellous. What wonderful stuff. Get this last bit. Okay, go. Oop. That's it. That's it. Just a little bit left in there to do now. Okay. Oh, I think that's a success. We can clean that up and give that a paint. Thank you, wifey. If I should double this up from the outside, yeah, what's worse that could happen? Yeah, well, that's nice. That's nice, and that's kind of what I was hoping the first lot of super glue was going to do. But there you go. I should have known better. Shouldn't have cheaped out on the cheap super glue. Right, I think if I wanna, I'm still interested. I still might put a little backing tab in there, I think, to support that, because it gets caught up on the back of the handbrake there, and that's why they split. So let's do that again. That's glued in there, sort of. That's the idea. Right. Question is now, what I'm thinking is using this, the old stone chip, to paint it with. That leaves us sort of a flexible finish with it. It's worth a try. Let's give this a clean off. Right, a little split there. We'll attack that while we're at it. And there's a little split at the front here as well, which we can look at. It might be better to actually cut that and start again. So Mrs. Davis gone indoors now. This is going swimmingly, I've got to say. Right, let's give that a rub down here. Lovely. Right, let's find somewhere more appropriate than the bonnet to give that a bit of a coating. Right there. Ah, that looks half about. Let's see a little bit of the, oh, get the focus, line there, but that's not the end of the world. A lot better than it was. So we'll leave that go off now and then we'll revisit, see how flexible that paint really is. Righto, let's see what this is like. So next day, oh, it's a bit sticky. Maybe that paint hasn't bonded so well. That's weird. Looks like it hasn't gone off properly yet. Okay, maybe I should take this into the house. It'll be a bit warmer, it's a bit chilly out here, to cure the paint perhaps. Well, this hasn't worked very well. It's still a sticky. I've had it warm, I've had it in the sunshine. It seems to be getting worse. So I think I should wash this off in case it's actually eating the rubber or plastic, whatever this is made of. And I'm going to find something to rinse this off with and then find out what I should be painting it with. Okay, panel wipe and a brush. Let's clean that off. So we're back to square one, sort of. Thankfully it doesn't appear to have affected the glue at all. So that's still all connected. So, what to paint it with is the next question. Right, okay, let's try this. This is some leather dye I bought a while ago for tidying up our sofa in the house. So let's see if this will work. Now it's looking a bit more promising. Looks a bit more authentic as well, I think, with that. Right, I think we have a winner. So I didn't think of this first. Like that. That's, yeah, lovely. There we are. That's worked immediately as well. That's staying on there. Okay, you live and you learn. Right, let's put our lovely shiny bezel bit on it. Isn't that pretty? All fitted and looking dandy. And I found some nice stainless screws to screw it down with as well. And I've also done a repair bit there, which I've yet to sort of do a tidy job of, but you know, hey ho. But the point of the video is to showcase these nice bezels that Russel has made, and they do look the part. And the good news is my repair is holding up, so that's good. Happy with that. And Russel has said that for extra charge you can have your names or logo or something inscribed along there as well, if that's what you wanted. Right, thanks again for watching, folks. I hope you enjoyed that and learned something along the way. Possibly the biggest thing to learn from that is don't buy cheap super glue from eBay. It just don't work. There we go. It's but that spray activated super glue. That has worked an absolute treat, so I'll definitely have further uses for that. Reminder to look out for these. These are the bezels instead of these nasty cheap ones that Ford make, and always, as you can see, you just fall to bits and bend and go nasty. These ones are beautifully made and nice and shiny, and look the business. So please support Russell with that. He's lost, like I said at the outset, he's lost a lot of subscribers from his own YouTube channel, his Facebook, and it was an Instagram as well. So please support him. I'll put links in the description, and I'll put a link on the screen here somewhere so you can see what to look for when you're searching for him. And look to buy these, and again, I'll put the price down here that Russell's charging for these. But remember, all the money is going to charity, that Snap charity. So please support that, and please support Russell. He's a good guy. He's done a lot of work for charity in the past. He's been awarded an MBE for his works for charity, so we know he's a good fella. He does a lot. On the Escort front, news on that, they got the upcoming Swansea Car Show on May the 6th, Bank Holiday Monday, in Singleton Park in Swansea. Hopefully, I've got everything lined up for this year to get the Escort there. So we've got a trailer organised and ready to be hired, and my nephew Aid is a tow hitch on his van, and that's all up and running as well. So everything lines up and the weather's nice. The Escort will be there. If it's chucking down with rain, I probably won't be there at all, because it's in a field and it'll be muddy and boggy. But usually it's nice, to be fair, and the weather has started to come. It's actually nice and sunny outside today now as well. So hopefully it'll all line up, and I'll see you there. If you are there, come and say hello. I got some Dave's Garage stickers. Bit of a prototype at the moment, but I'll be handing those out to anybody who comes across. You can have one, and it should be a good day. So look forward to that. So thanks again for watching. Please support Russell. He's a good guy.